Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
And welcome to the beautiful city of Venice. Now, you might be a little bit confused because our last vlog ended in Cappadocia, and now we're here ticking off another bucket list, being here in Venice.
Yeah.
A lot happened over the last few weeks. We'll get into all that at the end of the video. This video is about Venice, so let's go and explore this beautiful city.
Let's go.
One thing we've learnt after being in Venice for about 10 minutes is that it's filled with all these tiny little squares that are really, really cute.
And something else that we've noticed is that it's really, really hot and humid, and so the first thing I bought was this hand fan. I'm sweating.
Yeah, it's at about 75% now. We actually got to Venice last night, it was 90%. That was horrible. Our campsite's just on the other side of the bridge on the mainland. But let's keep looking around. So as a lot of you will know, Venice is famous for their gondolas going up and down the canals. There used to be 10,000 gondolas that used to circle through these canals, and now they're down to 400 of them, and most of them are used for tourists. So because of this, gondolas are becoming a thing of the past, and you actually have to get a special license to be able to run the gondolas, and it takes about 400 hours of training to be able to get it. And they only give out 3 or 4 of them every year. Okay, so we are crossing the Grand Canal now, and there's 400 bridges in Venice. Only 4 cross this canal.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Oh, it's just massive though. This is so beautiful. I'm so happy to be here.
Me too. Venice is somewhere that I've always wanted to go, but I've never been. It's really living up to all my expectations and even exceeding them.
Yeah.
So from what I've heard about other people being here, they say that it smells really bad. It's beautiful, but it smells really bad. But I don't think it smells.
No,
not right now,
not now.
at least. Maybe later in the summer it's gonna smell.
Yeah, but it just doesn't matter where you go. Like, we've just been walking and talking now. This is our surroundings. Like, this place is just incredible, guys. Absolutely amazing.
I love it.
But I can honestly say I don't think I've ever been to a city where just everywhere you look is a photo opportunity.
Every square inch. It's crazy.
It's amazing. Well, we've just stopped here at a restaurant right on the canal, and if you've watched our vlogs for the last 12 months, you'll know that I absolutely love pizza. So to be here in Italy, about to have my first margarita, I'm very excited.
Just one or? We are 2, and we would like to drink.
Oh my god! Oh, so cheesy, but that tomato sauce is
Everybody knows that Venice is built up around all these canals. What many people don't know is that it used to be swamps. And then they dug the canals, lined it with wood, and then created all of these islands that is Venice today. So now you may wonder, if it's made of wood, why hasn't it eroded? Well, that's because there's not enough oxygen in the water so that microscopic little creatures can eat the wood, and the salt also makes it hard. So all the wood that's lining the canals are hard as rock. Something that I really like about Venice is that it feels so authentically old. Like, it's almost like we've traveled back in time. And we've been to a lot of other old towns in the world, and none of them has felt quite this old, you know?
No.
And I think we've narrowed it down to that the fact that there are no cars here makes it feel like I think it would feel 100, 200 years ago, you know?
Definitely. And everyone travels by canals, so the taxis, the rubbish men, the ambulances, they all travel on the boats on the canals. One of the coolest experiences I've ever done, and to have it back to back, Cappadocia then Venice, this is just
amazing.
I love this world.
Now, the downside of there not being any cars or buses is that you have to walk a lot. So now we've just sat down for a cold drink and resting our feet a little bit.
What's up?
So we've made it here to Milan from Venice. We are just stopping here for lunch before we head on to Lake Como. But we promised you that we'd tell you what happened between Istanbul and getting to Venice. It was a whirlwind of just so much going on. So after our last vlog in Cappadocia, we filmed a music video in Cappadocia, which is this one here. Then we spent 8 hours driving to Istanbul in one day and filmed this video clip here. And then hopped back in the car at about 10 o'clock at night and drove across the Greek border, where we ended up seeing illegal immigrants getting out from underneath a truck and running off into the distance, which was quite scary, to be honest, because we didn't really know what was going on at first. Then we hopped back in the van, headed on to the Albanian-Greece border, where we stopped, spent one night, had some real tzatziki sauce, which was absolutely incredible. If you haven't had it, I highly recommend going to Greece and trying it. Then we hopped in the van, went to Albania. We spent 3 nights just relaxing in Albania before heading on to Montenegro, where we were there to film a real estate video and also an advertisement for a up-and-coming swimming tour company there. So after that, we decided to head to Split in Croatia, but we missed the turn-off. We ended up driving from Montenegro to Bosnia to Croatia, and then into Slovenia, where we spent the night before crossing the Italian border, which was only about 5 minutes from where we camped, and drove to Venice. And there you are, you're all caught up. So I guess we'll see you guys all in Lake Como.
See you in the next one. Bye.